Hello, welcome to our show, A Better You. We're going to practice some gentle yoga exercises that you can do morning, afternoon, or night. So come back and join us. Hello, welcome back. I'm going to give you some tips, some standing yoga postures that you can do perhaps when you first awaken in the morning. So if you'll get in a nice comfortable stance here, we're just going to take our arms and sweep them out and around and move that energy about to begin to awaken the prana, the chi, the energy through the body. Good. And let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Oh. Are we going to do the whole thing again?
I'm afraid.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hello, welcome to our show, A Better You. I'm your host, Susie Renaud. We're going to practice some gentle yoga exercises, gentle stretches that you can do morning, afternoon, or night. So come back and join us. Hello, I'm glad you're back. Perhaps it's first thing in the morning, you're feeling a little groggy, and before reaching for that coffee or tea, why not try a few yoga stretches? So come on and join me here. Let's stretch up, interlace the fingers above, press up towards the sky, good, and release. All right, now take the arms in front, tuck the pelvic buttocks under, round through the spine, exhale, good. Now stretch up towards the sky. There you go, and release. How about wrapping the arms around you? Give yourself a big hug. That's it, round through the spine. Excellent. And slowly reposition to open, spread the wings out. Know that it's going to be a wonderful day. Good. And then wrap the arms in the opposite direction, round through the spine. Give yourself a hug. That's it. And slowly reposition to open and spread your wings. Joy, peace, and love abound. That's it. And now just open the legs a little bit, get in a nice comfortable stance. And let's stretch over to our right side and breathe energy into that stretch. That's it, down into the tip of the toes. And then up and over to the other side, breathe energy into that stretch. There you go. And then back to the center. Now bring both arms up overhead and reach up and exhale, palms down. Good, now I want you to take your palms up, inhale up. And exhale down. Doesn't that feel great in the back and the shoulders? Inhale up, breath, energy, prana, and exhale down. And again, inhale up and exhale down. Excellent. Now, if you can, take your right arm inside your left. That's a great stretch through the neck and the shoulders. This is called the eagle pose. We're just doing the upper part of the body, knees slightly bent. Engage the abdominals, breathe into the pose. And then now you just want to rest into the cradle of the posture. That's it, breath, good. And then open to a wingspan, time for all things. Wrap the arms in the opposite direction, your left arm inside, move into your breath. Breathe into that energy. That's it. And then spread your wings, good. Hip hinge for a forward fold. Remember that long spine. That's it, good. Let's find the ground, empty out. Good, release, soften the knees, empty out and let go, drip down. Tuck under, roll up one vertebrae at a time, slowly coming to the top, not too fast. That's it, bring the fingertips to the shoulders, give those shoulders a big roll round and back as you take those elbows round and back. That's it, good. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Elbows outside, squeeze in and out. These can be done anytime you're feeling any tension there in the neck and the shoulders, even in your office, there at your chair. Good. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Extend the arms out, reach back up. Let's do a half moon right here to the right side. Engage the core, nice and easy, not to strain. Up and over to the other side, breathe into your stretch. Come back to find the center and release into a forward fold. Pause halfway, engage the abdominals. That's it, good. Wing the shoulders, arms back. That's it, very nice. Abdominals strong. Float forward, round through, empty out. Reverse the swan dive, engage the abdominals, coming up with the long spine. Reach up for the sky. Open and spread your wings in a forward fold. Down into the earth. Empty out. Tuck under and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Very good. Let's go ahead and open the legs now. Good. In a wide angle position. You're going to begin by rotating your right leg out. Okay? So, with your right leg rotated out, we're going into a warrior 2 lunge. That's it. Good. Now, I want to get to where you can see that right leg is out. And notice the knee is over the ankle. The hips are square and center. The arms are parallel to the shoulders. You do not need to overextend on this lunge. Breathe into your stretch. Feel the energy extending from the shoulders to the fingertips. Feel the energy in the quadricep and the hamstrings. Warrior 2 pose. Good. Now reverse warrior. Let's just follow that right hand. Sail the neck into the shoulders. Breathe into the stretch. Nice stretch through the small of the back. You can even take that left hand in the small of the back there if you like. Slowly reposition. Extend. Good. Straighten the legs. Keep the knees slightly bent, not locked. Slide. Modified triangle pose. Another modification. Right here. Bent leg. That's okay. It's not about touching our toes. What we don't want to do is lean into it. We want to imagine we're flat against the wall. If you find it a strain on your shoulder, just take it down as such. Breathe into stretch. Maybe down and up a couple of times. That's it. Now, nice deep breath. And slowly back up. Reposition. Reverse the warrior, right arm up. That's it. Good. Back to warrior 2. Triangle pose. Unlock the knees. Modification is best. Reposition and release. Feet face forward. Hip hinge forward into mountain pose. Abdominal strong, slowly hip hinge up. Hip hinge forward into mountain pose. Keep a long spine. And very slowly back up. Good. Now you're going to rotate your left leg out. Find your lunge. Knee over ankle. That's it. No need to overextend. Relax and breathe. Good. Find a stretch. Good. Follow your heart. Take that arm behind you. Rest it in the small of the back if you need to. That's it. Modify. There's many styles of yoga. So wherever you are is right. Whatever is working for you. It won't be the same on all of us. There's no perfect posture. It's all about stretching and breathing, relaxing, flowing with your energy. That's it. Feel that energy soaring through, preparing you for the day. Good. And rotate back to center. Hip hinge, full forward fold. Move into breath. Soften the knees, tuck under, roll up one vertebrae at a time. That's it. I'm going to show you a modified forward fold. Knees slightly bent, hip hinge, head and heart balanced and centered. You want to remember when you come up, head and heart centered, balance, long through the spine, not to rush the extension. That's it. Stretch over to your right side and breathe into the stretch from the fingertips to the tip of the toes and up and over to the other side. And know that all is well. That's it. Big shoulder rolls now. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, let's go ahead and walk our legs in. We'll take it forward into the ground, forward fold. Walk your arms out, walk your legs back. Try a down dog position. Engage the abdominals. Now I realize if you're just beginning this exercise, you may need to lift the heels and bend the knees. That's it. Give yourself a little support. Breathe into the stretch. Extend, breathe into stretch. Slowly reposition, come into table pose. So if you need to pause, find the table or child pose and let it be. What happens a lot of times when we're beginning a yoga exercise is that we're not used to having our head below our heart for a long period of time. Increases the flow of energy to the heart and the head. It actually helps to increase our lung capacity. So begin slowly, because with each stretch, you'll find that you'll take yourself a little further. So just back to a down dog, to a table, and breath release. One more time, let's come into table pose, curl toes under, inhale, exhale, down dog, and to table pose, and release. Let's try it again now. We're feeling comfortable with it. Back to table, curl toes under, inhale, exhale, down dog, breathe into pose. Distribute your weight, your arms, shoulder distance apart. Legs are hip distance apart. Ears next to the arms. Abdominals strong. Feel the energy up the legs, down the arms. Good. And back to your table pose. And slowly release. Overhead stretch. Child pose is a very simple pose, yet necessary. Here's the child pose. And then reposition, stretch the arms up overhead. Back into table pose, curl toes under, down dog, breath. And back into table pose. Excellent. Overhead stretch. Pause. Child pose. Take a moment. Check in with yourself. Now we're coming back to reposition. I want you to find your forearms. This is a dragonfly position. Distribute your weight onto your forearms and your left leg. We're going to extend the right leg up, squeeze the gluteal muscles, relax, distribute the weight onto the left leg. Breathe. Connect with your energy. All is well. Reposition, lower that leg and switch to the other side. So this is flushing new blood and energy into the hip area, naturally lengthening and strengthening the back of the leg, the gluteal muscle, and the small of the back. Let's breathe and slowly release. Reposition to table pose. Sit back, bring the legs around in front. Okay. Easy pose, cross leg position, one leg in front of the other. If that's not comfortable, bring the soles of the feet towards one another. Very good. Okay. We'll do a few gentle stretches here. Take your stretch over to your right side. Use the palm of the hand to support you. It doesn't matter how far you go. Connect your sits bones to the earth and find the stretch from the hip, the rib cage, into the fingertips, dripping down. That's it. And bring that upper arm into the sky and feel the energy as if you can touch a star and it hold your hand and guide you through. Relax the neck. That's it. Take your stretch up and over to the other side. Breathe into your stretch. That's it. Remember, it doesn't matter how far. I'm going to back off here. That's it. Feel the energy in the extension. Beautiful. Now come back to the top. Light the flame to your heart. Gather your energy and move into the center, into your breath. Rotate the fingers forward. Open, spread your wings, reach around and back. Interlace your fingers, draw the shoulders down. And release the breath. Slowly release arms, hands, chin into the collarbone, move into nostril breathing. Slowly reposition, head forward and center, look to the right side, observe the breath. Okay, and look to the left side and observe your breath. Back to center. Yoga is about slowing things down, moving into our center. It's an internal exercise. It helps you connect mind and body, and the breath is the bridge that brings that connection to one. Okay, now let's move into that stretch again. Excellent. Up and over to the other side. And then back to the center. And release the arms out to your side. Good. Let's bring the legs out in front of us now. Point flex, rotate feet and ankles. Very nice. Good. Now, bring your left leg out in front of you. Fold your right leg into a comfortable place. It doesn't matter how high up the leg you go. You want to flex the foot, bend the leg. And we're going to slowly ease forward into our stretch, moving into the breath, moving into the light behind the eyes. Moving into the alignment of our spine down to the small of the back, breath. Now I want you to find a place where you can relax and just let it be for a moment. Simply move into your posture, into your breath, into that moment with yourself. Scan the body and feel it through. Into the back of the leg, up around the small of the back, up around the shoulders, down through the arms, the hands, the fingers, the toes. Ha. That's it. And slowly take it back, reposition, stretch to the other side. Okay, we want to take our time here. Reposition. Inhale, exhale, extend forward. Breathe into your stretch. That's it. Again, it doesn't matter how far. Simplify. That's it. Take it a little further and further and further. Soften if you need to. It's a great place here. Breath. Excellent. Reposition. Good. Okay. Bring both legs out in front of you now. Try a forward fold. Doesn't matter how far again. Listen to your body. With each day, each stretch, each practice, you'll move a little further along the path. And another little stretch forward. And back. Very good. Reposition, bent legs, butterfly pose, soles of the feet towards one another. Take a moment there, rock into place, get comfortable. Good, take a nice deep breath and extend forward into stretch. Slowly reposition, and again, inhale, exhale, forward into stretch. And slowly reposition. Let's try that again and take a moment to hold. Breathe and release. Come back to center, bring the legs together, round through the spine and give yourself a hug. Reposition. Now I want to show you a hip spinal twist rotation. So you're going to begin with your right leg bent, your left leg long, and twist to your right. Breathe into your stretch. That's it. Try to gaze back to that shoulder if you can. Nice deep breath. Relax. Let it be. Good. And we'll reposition. Switch to the left side. Long. Breathe. Once you're into posture, you want to move into nostril breathing. Flush that energy through. That's it. Good. Reposition to center. Excellent. Let's go ahead and sweep the legs around behind us now. Come into table pose. Okay, and we're going to curl toes under, down dog. Modify where you need to. Find the center of your mat. Tuck under, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly take your time coming to the top to reposition. Half moon. And to the other side. And back to the center. Okay, great. Now, perhaps it's mid-afternoon and you're feeling like you've had just a little bit of slump from improper lighting and closed-in walls, and you need a little wake me up. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little tip here, something you can do in the office chair, or you can just come up out of the chair, but you be careful not to stand up too quickly or to go into this pose too quickly, okay? All right, so this is a great stretch, and I do it whenever I'm flying. I've got those layovers. I just find a place where I can get away from everybody and stretch out. So whether you're seated or you're standing, here's the pose. You take your arms around and behind you. I'm going to show you two different versions here. Interlace your fingers. Release the breath, okay? Now hip hinge, extend forward. Light hold of the arms. Now you may say, oh, her arms are going so far over, I'll never be there. It doesn't matter. It's just a stretch. It's a stretch for you. So there you want to keep your knees soft and just empty out, let go, release the cares and worries for now. Breathe into the pose. And then soften your hands, arms, tuck under, roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Okay? All right. Now, if you're seated in an office chair or someplace in the airport, here's what you do. You give yourself some room. That's it. Spine long. You'll have to come to the center edge of the chair. You can't be up against the back and on the arm rails. There you go. And just forget about the people that are looking at you. That's okay. They'll just say, look at that crazy person doing yoga. I've actually done myself a headstand in the airport on layover. So, and no one seemed to notice. Anyway, what we're going to do here is interlace the fingers, open the chest, take it forward. There you go. This is a great mid-afternoon stretch. Now, slowly reposition, release. I'm going to show you a modification here. Wingspan. So you don't need to hold on to your hands. Or you can take a sock or elastic band or something in back to hold onto if you're having a hard time interlacing your fingers. That's it. Now just this alone, or draping the arms over the back of the legs, release in the back of the neck. Here you go. You can even massage the hairline, the scalp. Use the ground for support. That's it. Slowly reposition. Remember, you don't want to come up too quickly from this pose. That's it. Good. Great. And then also, if you are seated, once again, you can bring those legs in. You can use the chair, the back of the chair, twist to the right, hip spinal twist rotation. Use the chair rail there, the back of the seat. Good. In another twist. You can even do this in your seat on the plane. I have, believe me. And you won't necessarily have the rails there, but you can do that little twist. And you can do this little twist here, or a little stretch here. Good, little stretch here. Good, all the same, that's it. So these can all be done anywhere. This is a great one. Get really tense in the neck and the shoulders, especially if we're in a meeting. We've flown all day and we're making a meeting in the afternoon or the evening. Good, reposition, and the other side. And this is good too, cocoon. Nice stretch for the upper back, rounded spine. Good. And release. Okay, so we want to see that one more time. Extend. That's it. Release. Arms on the lap, arms beside you, arms back or here. And the trick is the breath. Close your eyes and move into your energy. Just release a moment from everything. You'll feel like you've just gone on a little mini vacation. Okay, so here we go. Now, that's your little afternoon pick-me-up. Okay, and at the same time, you can do those stretches, where you take it over here. Yes, especially if you're working at a computer all day. All right, good. Maybe some movements for your hands, your wrists. Do you know, I had a synovial cyst, and I went to see my doctor, and right here, and it would stick up just like a bone. And this wasn't too long ago. And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, the only thing you can do is have surgery." And I thought, well, no way. And for some reason, they called them the Bible cysts, because they said back in the old days, they used to throw a Bible on it and it would break up the cyst, the water packet, whatever it is. And so they called it a Bible cyst. And my doctor told me this, and I'd never heard of it. But anyway, I said, well, I'm not going to do that. So I just kept with my massaging my wrist, light pressure point there on the area, moving my wrist up and down, and staying with my yoga practice of that pressure on the palm of the hands and the wrist, and it's completely gone now. So I don't know if it's mind over matter, but it worked for me. Anyway, all right, now, say at night you're getting ready to go to bed, a couple of things you can do. Going back to this butterfly pose, which flushes the adrenal glands, a nice relaxing pose. Breath. Very nice. Then another posture you can go into is a restorative pose. Legs up against the wall or just up in the air. Just lightly shake them out. Wonderful exercise at the end of the day, especially if you're standing on your feet all day, you're in retail. Lie back, place your legs up in the air, up against the wall if you need to. Just shake them out, point flex, rotate your feet and ankles. Take a nice deep breath. That's it. Good. And stay up there for a little bit until you feel ready to come out of it. Then just bring your right knee into your chest. That's it. Lightly hug it. Extend your left leg long. That's it. Good. Reposition, switch. Inhale, exhale to the other side. Breath. And then bring the legs back together, feet to the ground. And this is a wonderful exercise for the small of the back. What you're going to do is just forget about the form. Just let the legs roll the hips side to side. One leg lifts, the other one follows, like a wave. That's it. Just roll hip, leg, over, and back. Good. And then back to find your center. And modified bridge pose. Bring the feet in, squeeze the glute, very small lift. Press up and down, squeezing the glute, slowly coming back down, finding the small of the back. Very nice. And hug the legs in and towards you, and rock in the cradle. At this point, it's good to just take yourself over onto your right side. That helps the heart and the head to assimilate. It also helps to prepare us for sleep. Move into your breath. Just take a few moments there. Breath in and breath out before coming up. Also good in your yoga practice to pause a few moments if you've been lying flat on your back after your yoga practice. Roll over onto your right side and take a few moments there. Okay, we're back to easy pose, cross-leg position. Now let's move into the awareness of our breath, something we completely forget about because we take it for granted. Release the brow and the jaw and move into nostril breathing. Visualize that breath moving down into the pit of the belly, expanding through the limbs, renewing all the cells in your body. Relax your shoulders, the brow, the jaw, any place you feel tension. Feel yourself holding on. See what it feels like just to let go for now. Doesn't matter if you're uncomfortable in the cross-legged position. Come up in your chair, lie back on the ground. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Breath in, breath out. And all is well.